thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video.
Well, good morning, welcome to another video. Yes, I have upgraded my camera, but not in the way that you might think. Now, long-time viewers of my channel know that I've used the Canon 250D or the SL3 in some countries for a long time now. Ever since I started this channel, that's the camera I used, and I've absolutely loved it. It's been a brilliant camera. It's helped me achieve some of my best work. In fact, my portfolio is almost completely filled with pictures from that very camera. I won't bore you with a load of technical details. A few of the highlights: it's 24 megapixels, it's got a crop sensor, and it's an old DSLR tech, so it's got a mirror inside, so it's got an optical viewfinder, which I've always loved. For the type of photography that I do, it has always been a really good camera. I've never felt like it couldn't do what I needed it to do. And don't worry, I'm not going to do that thing that people do where they make you wait to the end of the video to see what the new camera is. My new camera is the Panasonic Lumix S5, and that thing is an absolute beast. It is 24 megapixels, the same as my Canon, but that's about where the comparison ends. The S5 is an absolute beast of a camera. It's full frame, it's mirrorless, it's new technology. It's only a couple of years old, and the quality of the photos it can take, it just blows the Canon out of the water. Now, I haven't had a lot of opportunity to use the S5 for landscape photography, which is why I'm out this morning on a miserable, cold, wet Welsh day to try and get some photos with it outdoors. All the photography I've done with it so far, testing it out, are with portrait photos, basically, of people. I've been out with family and friends, used it on family walks and that sort of thing, and to be honest, I've been extremely impressed with the pictures it can take. The dynamic range going from a crop sensor to a full frame is like nothing I've ever experienced. For example, I needed some new profile pictures, so I thought what a better opportunity to do them than with my new camera. So I got my wife to do some new profile pictures for me. I did the settings and handed it over to her, but I severely underexposed them for some reason. It was in aperture priority mode. I think I'd accidentally switched the setting on for it to be underexposed. It's not happened since, but thankfully, because the dynamic range is so good, all the detail could be recovered. I just raised the exposure in post and those pictures came out absolutely fine. So let's see the capabilities of the S5 at this location here. So I'm using the Canon 250D for this. We've got a lovely composition here. You've got this lovely lead-in line of this path going up to Canal Bridge and a beautiful rustic cottage. The only thing that would make this better is if we had some really good conditions. Some snow would be beautiful here, or some light glowing on the cottage would be nice. But it's a really simple composition. That's what I really like about it. Quintessentially British, I would say, in its style. This is the sort of thing you expect to see in the British countryside. And I have no doubt that the Canon will be able to take an excellent photo of this. Very top quality, one that I would be happy to put in my portfolio. So let's see how the Lumix S5 handles this picture then. Now, one thing to immediately note on a day like today is that this is weather sealed. It's not torrential today, so I'm happy to use my Canon 250D, but that Canon isn't weather sealed. In very severe weather, I would be reluctant to use my Canon. I have used it in the rain and in really cold temperatures. It hasn't let me down yet, but one day when I did take it out in the cold, quite a long time ago now, I have no idea why, but it caused some pixels to die on the LCD screen. There's just one corner where they've all changed colour. And it doesn't affect the images at all, it's just what's displayed on the back. But it does show that it's a bit more of a delicate camera. It's not designed for use in really severe conditions, whereas this camera, it is weather sealed, and I would be confident to use it in most weathers. This particular model of the Lumix cameras has got a very good reputation for being durable in different conditions. Also, another thing is, it's got dual card slots in the side, which means that if one of the cards gets corrupted, I've got a backup automatically. That's a really valuable feature. If you get a picture that you're really pleased with, the last thing you want is for your card to be corrupted. That won't happen on the Lumix. Now, with this particular scene, because this is full frame, I've had to take them at different focal lengths to make them match. So, because it's a 1.6 times crop on the Canon, that was about 32 millimeters. So I've put this one to about 51 millimeters focal length. So it should be a similar image. I've left the tripod where it is, so it should be the same. But when I put those two side by side, you at home, can you really tell the difference of which camera took which picture? If you were to pixel peep and look really closely, you would be able to tell that the Lumix does take a better picture. There's more dynamic range, you can lift the shadows higher, there's more detail. But for the use that I have, And can you really tell the difference at home? Another thing to mention, the only reason that I've been able to buy this Lumix is because I do photography as a business. It's no longer just a hobby for me. I've started doing it for work, which I am immensely grateful for. I'm so happy that I've been able to do that. But for most people who enjoy photography, it is just a hobby for them, and that's great. But that means that buying something like this and the cost of something like this, of a pretty much professional camera, is out of reach for most people. And that's why I set up this channel, is to show that you can take really good photos with affordable gear. I'm not sure that this Lumix really fits into the category of an affordable camera. Do you think it really fits into the ethos of this channel? Well, I have been misleading you a little bit, because I love my Canon and I've never ever felt the need to replace it. It has never let me down, and there's never been a situation where I've looked at a scene and thought, you know what, I need a better camera to capture this composition, my Canon isn't capable. That's never once happened. Because I haven't bought this Lumix to replace my Canon. Let me show you. You see, there is a third camera that we haven't talked about yet. That's this, my iPhone 12. And this is what I've been using to record all my videos since I started back at the beginning of 2022. And it's been a pretty good camera. It can film in 4K, it does 60p, it can do slow motion, it's got unbelievably good stabilization, which is great for walking shots. But it's not the standard that's expected on YouTube these days. I'm in a very fortunate position now where I'm earning money from this business, and because of that, I felt it was time to start reinvesting some of that money. And I've been researching like mad what camera to get to replace this. And I've settled on the Lumix S5, which I'm filming on now. You see, I've not bought the Lumix to replace my Canon because I absolutely love my Canon. I don't feel the need to replace it. Not yet. There probably will be a time I do upgrade it because more cameras will become affordable. They'll fit into that category, so I'll be able to upgrade to them, even though they'll still be affordable at that time. But I wanted to buy the Lumix S5 for a couple of reasons. First of all, yes, it's a good photography camera, but it is an even better video camera. The quality of the footage that you can record on the S5 is well above anything that you can record on this. It can record 10-bit footage at 50 frames a second in like cinema 4K with a like flat profile, completely different to this. Basically, it means that the footage you can get is very close to what you would get in a professional camera. Some people feel that it is professional. I'm not in a position to express an opinion on that. I'm a photographer. I don't know that much about videography, only what I've learned from doing YouTube. But in the research I have done, this camera is above and beyond a lot of other cameras, especially the iPhone. Now, as a caveat, I will still be using the S5 occasionally for photography. On miserable wet days when it is torrential weather, I will use the S5 so that I don't destroy my Canon. That's a given, I think. You understand that. And also, I'll probably do a couple of review videos on the S5 at some point, if it warrants it. I don't know, we'll see. And the other thing is, if I want a really lightweight backpack, so say I'm climbing up a mountain, I'm not going to want to carry two big cameras. I'll probably just take the S5 as a sort of hybrid camera for photography and videos, and have like my phone for just filming walking shots and that sort of thing. We'll see. But my main stills camera is still going to be the Canon 250D. Don't worry, if you've subscribed to my channel because that's what you like, that I use an affordable camera, then I'm not changing. Don't worry, not anytime soon anyway. Now, there are loads of advantages to using the S5 over my iPhone for recording video. Some of them are obvious, like video quality, but some of them are not so obvious. This thing's getting pretty full now. Pictures of my daughter, videos of my daughter, you know, you just whip your phone out and record. As she gets older, this is getting fuller and fuller. I know I can back the footage up from this. You kind of want videos on your phone. So I often find that when I'm recording video now, I don't have as much space as I would like on this. This is only a basic iPhone 12. It's not got any of the features of more modern iPhones, like the cinematic mode where it can artificially blur out the background. This hasn't got that. I've never been able to do that. The only advantage this has got that the S5 hasn't is the stabilization. Now, the S5 has got good stabilization for a full frame camera, but it's never going to be as good as a phone. Phones are so good at stabilization now. They are almost unbeatable. The only thing that's comparable is something like an action camera, like a GoPro. But that's not enough of an advantage for me to stick with this. Yes, I like having stable footage, especially when I'm walking along and talking to the camera. That's brilliant. I'll probably still use something like this for that, because in my opinion, that stabilization does look better. But for my day-to-day video and B-roll and that sort of thing, this camera it blows the iPhone out of the water. So because I want to produce better quality videos for you to watch, that's why I've invested in this camera. I feel like reinvesting the money I've earned will help the channel grow more and will enable me to make more videos for you, some more tutorials, more videos about making photography better, that sort of thing. This is going to be quite a steep learning curve for me. You're probably going to see lots of mistakes with videography because I've only ever used this for videography, really. I've never had a proper filming camera. So I've still got quite a lot to learn. And thankfully, I've got somewhere I can go to learn about it. And that's this week's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is a great online platform where you can start investing in yourself and chasing your goals for 2023. At the moment, they're giving a week-long free trial plus a massive 20% off the first year if you use the link in the description. There are loads of subjects to learn about on Skillshare, including classes about photography, from the absolute basics to more advanced things like editing. Personally, I've been taking a class by filmmaker Olaf de Fleur, a filmmaker who's worked with people like Florence Pugh and Giancarlo Esposito. It's called Learn Indie Filmmaking by Making a Short Film. Being able to learn from somebody as experienced as Olaf means that I can immediately start implementing those skills into my own videos, making them better and more valuable to you, my viewers. If you want to try it out completely risk-free, then the link in the description will give you access to any class you want for a week, completely free. Then after that, you can get that great 20% off your first year. So if you'd like to check it out, click the link in the description, and it's also a massive way of helping me as a creator as well. So thank you to you. So just a couple of channel updates now. If you're not interested in that, this video up here will show you how you can get the best out of your photography camera, no matter what it is. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. For those of you that are interested, I want to start by thanking you so much for this last year. It's been an unbelievable year of ups and downs and different sorts of achievements. I can't believe that at the beginning of 2022, I set the goal of making a video a week for 52 weeks, the whole year. This is video number 52 of this year, and to have accomplished that, I'm really pleased I've been able to do it, but I don't want you to think that I've forgotten about the people on the other side of this camera. You see, although I've got 9,000 subscribers now, there's no way I could have done that on my own. I've had support from all sorts of different people, both in my real life, my family and friends, but also from you at home. So thank you so much for your support over this last year. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off now, have a very small break, just to have a little break from YouTube, I think. So if I haven't responded to your comments over the last couple of weeks, that's why. I filmed this a couple of weeks ago by the time you see it. Because I've reached that goal, I think it's important just to take a step back, appreciate what I've accomplished, and plan out the year ahead. Part of buying this is leveling up my game for this year for the channel. I want to improve a lot of things about the channel and improve the videos I make for you so that they are a better quality and that you can enjoy them a lot more. As I said, I've got some plans for this year, a couple of trips planned, some plans for expanding this as a business as well so that I can spend more time on it. Right now, this is still just my second business, my side hustle, whatever you want to call it, something that I'm building up. Eventually, I would like this to be my full-time job. That's what I am working towards. And of course, in order to do that, I need to generate income from it in a few different ways. I'm not earning anywhere near enough for me to even consider taking this as a full-time job yet. So I need to look into a few ways that I can do that, because I would love to be able to carry on providing these tutorials and services for you as a full-time job. If I could do that, then I could make the quality that I could make it is so much better. So I'm going to spend the next couple of weeks planning that out. So by the time you see this, it'll be the new year. So I hope the end of 2022 treated you well and that 2023 started well for you. Next video is probably going to be another photo walkthrough video. That had an overwhelmingly positive response, that video. It's one of my most liked videos ratio-wise. So I'll definitely be making another one of them because that seems like it's what people want. Thank you for that, for responding to that as well, letting me know that's what you'd like. I'm going to make a whole series on it because I have to plan them out and really think about them. I can't do them every week. They'll probably be every few weeks, but I'm going to slowly build up that series so you can watch it and rewatch it if you want as well, so you can kind of get the ideas in your head. Anyway, I I'm rambling now. Let myself ramble during this video, try not to be overly polished because I feel like this is my last opportunity before I have to up my game in the new year. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me through this year, and I'll see you next time.